I should be recording videos and I'm not. And so some days I get convicted. I used to do morning motivations and I haven't done one in a while. This morning, the irony is I was watching or listening to a radio show as I was taking Abel to school, and it was first day follow up. And the reason the girl ghosted the guy was because he did morning motivational videos. He did morning motivational videos, and she was like, who can ever be that chipper, especially that early in the morning? Well, that used to be me, and I used to share my chipperness with other people, and I haven't in a while. But this morning, while I'm listening to the radio, I walked out of my house, I got in my car, and it was super gloomy. Like the clouds hung really low, like they were right over your head. And it was gray, it was dark, it was just a dreadful look for a Monday morning. But as I drove about 10 minutes away, it was almost suddenly that all of that broke. And when it broke, it was so beautiful. Like it was like the prettiest baby blue sky. And it only had a couple of little white, innocent looking clouds, like the kind you draw when you're in elementary school on your pictures and your artwork. It went from gloomy to beautiful almost instantaneously. And so the thing that it made me realize was, one, how quickly things in our life can change and can improve and can be 180 degrees from what they just were. For me, it was a matter of less than 10 minutes from my house to the next neighborhood over before I got to the expressway. But it also showed me that it's perspective and how you're looking at a situation, because I was in the same city. I was one neighborhood away, and I could have came out and felt and gave up on the rest of the day and assumed that the day was going to be horrible. But somebody who was 10 minutes away was thinking the opposite. Oh my God, this is a beautiful day, and being excited. The fact of the matter is, it was gloomy and it was beautiful and sunny at the same time. In God's perspective, or even a person who is in an airplane overhead, they could see both that there was gloominess and there was sunshine, and the gloominess wasn't going to last all day or always. On my way back home, I drove back home, and it got cloudy almost instantaneously again when I got to my neighborhood. And I sat on the front porch. My brother was cleaning out my car, and I went to go make a video. And as I was going to make the video, talking about how dark and gloomy it was, the sun came out before I could even hit record. Then the next lesson came, and the next lesson was my little nephew. My nephew showed up, and he got out the car while his dad was cleaning out my car, and came to the porch, and he walked up to me with a little bitty leaf. And on the leaf was the most perfect ball of dew. So it was just a little droplet of water. And I asked him, I said, what do you have there? He said, Auntie, look at how beautiful this is. I had to be very careful, and I picked it, but I kept the water on the leaf. And look how it glows and how beautiful it is. Again, perspective. This kid looked at a lawn full of grass and picked one sliver with one little bit of raindrop on it. It wasn't rain, it was dew, but it was perfect. I took a picture of it. It was picturesque, like something that you would see somebody selling or putting in a picture frame. And I went back to the mindset of perspective, because for him, in all of the red grass with the weeds and the grass needs to be cut, he honed in on that one little bitty speck of water. And he felt like it was magnificent enough to be gentle and careful and pull it and hold it and show it to me in awe. And that made me think about how God sees us. So no matter what it looked like outside, being gloomy, no matter how many weeds are around or how many other blades of grass. He zones in, he sees you or me or us, and he is in awe, and he's careful with us. And out of all the blades of grass, he knows that you're there, that little drop. And just like my nephew was so amazed at the beauty of this one little drop, I imagine that that is how God sees us. Then I know it's wonky. If you know me, you know I say I have monkey brain because my brain is constantly going, and I do see things differently than other people. So I don't know who it blesses today or who needs to hear, but I do believe this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. And because this is the day that he made, and I know that if he cares about the blades of grass in the field, the lilies of the field, the birds in the air, St. Luke 12:22-34 says that he cares about you and he cares about me, and that even in the whole yard, he picks us up, he holds us gently, and he's amazed at us. So we are his glory, and we should give him glory. So that's my morning motivation. Luckily, I'm not dating you, so so just like on the radio show when the girl said that she didn't want to be with the guy who was excited in the morning and did morning motivational videos. It doesn't matter because I got a wonderful husband. So I hope this blesses somebody though. Sorry it was so long, but I had to share those little aha moments that I feel like God gave me this morning. So go be blessed.